Hi there, I'm Amanda Cromhote from Truth. Welcome to the Blind Loyalty Challenge. We interview world experts in loyalty blindly. We're hoping to create insight, spontaneity, and a lot of fun through the challenge. The challenge is about promoting the blind loyalty trust, and my book called Blind Loyalty, 101 Loyalty Concepts Radically Simplified. All profits from the book go towards the trust. We hope you enjoy the Blind Loyalty Challenge. So thank you, Carlos. Today we have Carlos Zenner. He's the Vice President of Global Customer Engagement for a phenomenal brand that I've respected for years, Hugo Boss. We've also just connected around our history, so we're both airline people in our previous careers. So Carlos, thank you for taking up the Blind Loyalty Challenge.
Sure, thank you for having me. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's always fun. So my first question, I'm straight into it. So chapter 71 of Blind Loyalty is about fashion and loyalty in fashion. So what is the most innovative thing in loyalty you've seen in the fashion industry, either that you've experienced or that you know of?
Well, it's a great question. And I think we have seen this trend of, Web3 and digital and NFTs. And after the frenzy of NFTs, I think there's a huge opportunity on digital wearables, right? And some brands have started exploring that direction. And, our younger generation of customers, they spend massive time in gaming. And they love these unlocks, these collectibles. So of course, I see huge potential, and I see already brands innovating in that space. Brands like Nike, with the digital, wearables or the digital twins of physical items. And I think that's a huge innovation connected to many other, trends, and super fun. And we are scratching the surface, I think, in terms of the possibilities that we could enable with virtual fashion or virtual items, collectibles in the fashion industry.
Yeah. In the book Blind Loyalty, I talk about what Lacoste have been doing with the underwater. So yeah, you're absolutely right. That's great. Well, thank you for highlighting that. It's good to hear from someone in your position to say that.
Sure.
So
I think Lacoste is a great example, and Louis Vuitton also has been doing something interesting, maybe not so connected to loyalty, but connected with digital twins or digital wearables. Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. Cool. So my second question, given your title as Global Customer Engagement, what do you think is the most powerful, most impactful channel of engagement for loyalty programs?
Channel of engagement? Well, as rest of the world, and maybe China, keeping China on the side, it may be old school, but people underestimate the power of a really good email. Honestly, email still performs really well if you do it well, right? So the right communication, the right personalization, the right cadence, is still a very powerful tool. Of course, you have social, you have channels like WhatsApp, but still, I think doing really well email for customer engagement, loyalty, CRM is the main channel.
Yeah, great to hear that, because I also feel the same. And sometimes I feel a little bit embarrassed that I'm still reverting to an email, but hearing from you as well, that reassures me. So thank you. And my last question, I think this is an easy one. So apart from Blind Loyalty, what has been the most impactful business book you've managed to read?
I usually don't do these videos and these interviews or challenges because I'm honestly a very introvert person. So I'm now I'm not reading the book because I'm not super patient as well to read the whole book, but I'm still trying to get these summaries, these apps that they give you the summary of the book.
Yeah.
And now I'm into one that is called How to Talk to Anyone.
I've heard of that. Okay.
So it gives you really nice tips, very useful for someone like me, that and it's not my strength to go out there and speak to people in front of people.
I love that. How to talk to anyone. I love that. I think this last question I've asked you is from a very selfish point of view because I'm getting all these incredible book recommendations off people I've interviewed. So I don't ask everyone that question. Well, I think, as you know, Blind Loyalty is 101 chapters, 2 pages a chapter. So it's super easy to digest. So even for the most impatient of us in the world, it's a great, easy to read loyalty environment. So Carlos, you were nominated by Phil Rubin, and on your request, which I fully respect, your nomination of who I can interview next is going to follow. So thank you so much for doing the challenge. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.